And Michael, the fifth fear is a really interesting one. That's the fear of looking bad.
Well, you know, John, this one is a very powerful fear. And the reason we have this here, and you need to hear this because this is important, people would rather not do something than look bad in the eyes of other people.
Right.
They would rather lose money on selling their home, or possibly even lose more money, or lose a great deal or opportunity because, you know, if they make that decision, what if I sell my home and actually have to come to the table with $12,000, $20,000, and what if my friend Jim down the street, you know, says to me, oh gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. So, so this fear of looking bad in other people's eyes is incredibly paralyzing, and it's causing people to say, you know what, we'll just wait it out. We'll wait to the spring market, John, try and sell our home then, and hopefully get the price we want. Yet, we can't forecast, ladies and gentlemen, what the spring market would be. So today, if you know that that buyer or seller, let's say in the seller's case, needs to come to the table with $10,000, my reaction to that would be, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I understand you don't like that, but what happens if we do decide to sell in May and you have to come to the table with $20,000?
Michael, I'm glad you said that because we're going to break these fears into even more detail in a series of videos that are upcoming, and we're going to go into specific situations like you just mentioned on how to handle those things and make sure that you get the buyer or the seller. And again, this applies not only to buyers and sellers, but those of you who are in the mortgage industry or those of you in the support industries like home warranty, you know, why do some people buy one, why some people don't?
Right.
These all apply not only to buyers and sellers, also apply to recruiting, right? Because if someone may not want to look bad moving from one company to another. So for those of you who are managers, this applies to you as well. And then the sixth one, Michael, is insufficient information, I guess, to make a decision.
Well, it's insufficient information, John, and it's also needing more knowledge. So it's important as real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, title professionals, leadership in your companies to make sure that if someone is making a buying or selling decision, or like you said, John, a decision to move firms, that they have enough information up front that allows them to go back to fear number 2 to make the decision to do something to move forward.
That's why our recruiting program, by the way, is one of the most powerful in the country, because not everybody understands these 6 fears in terms of recruiting. For those of you who are in management and you haven't heard these 6 fears and how to overcome these objections, and you're trying to recruit new agents to your organization, you need to know these.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So let's recap these, Michael. These are the 6 fears. There's the fear of making the wrong decision, the fear of making any decision at all, the fear of change, the fear of being taken advantage of,
right,
the fear of looking bad in somebody else's eyes, their peers, their family, whomever, right? And then the fear or the lack of sufficient information to make a decision.
Correct.
Now, there are specific ways to overcome those fears, and there are scripts and there are objection handlers that all of us should be using to make sure that we negate those fears and get to the proper end result for our clients and for ourselves. So in an upcoming series of videos, we're going to go into more specifics on each one of these. For those of you who are watching us via YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe so that you can get the information on when additional video is being posted. For those of you who are watching us via our website or via LinkedIn or any of the other social media networks, please feel free to pass this information along to others as well. This is very, very powerful information that you will not get anywhere else. For those of you who really want to make a significant change in your business in 2010, close more transactions and do a better job of serving your clients. And for those of you who are in management, you want to recruit more people to your organization, this series of videos is extraordinarily important. So make sure that you watch for the more information on when the next video is coming out, and make sure that you watch every single one of these videos and put the information to use in your business.